So ladies, what are the things that a guy could do within the dating process that could turn you off so bad, even if the person were to text you, you wouldn't even text them back? What are the things that could get you to that point where you get completely turned off? And knowing this is such a wide question, allow me to talk to you guys about the 5 major turnoffs for women. And fellas, I want y'all to understand this video is completely educational. I'm not here to criticize how you play your game. I'm actually trying to help you understand there are things that might be done within the process of you talking to somebody that could be the reasons why this person stopped talking to you. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome to Piece of Happiness 101. On this channel, we give relationship advice. If this is something that you're into, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell because we've got a lot to talk about. Bad hygiene is the #1 turnoff for a lot of women. And by that, I mean anything from bad breath, dirty nails, not taking a shower as often as you should, stank feet, not taking care of your car as far as cleaning your car, not taking care of your apartment. Anything that brings a smell of discomfort is considered as bad hygiene. The craziest thing about it is that this problem is more common than a lot of people might think. So by watching this video, if you've ever found yourself in that situation, it's more of me giving you a heads up. It's more of me telling you, hey, this might be one of the situations. This might be one of the reasons why this person decided to stop talking to you. Because a lot of people might not feel comfortable with telling you things like that because this is an uncomfortable conversation, especially if the person just got into your life. They are not going to discuss that with you. They're not going to bring that up because that would be definitely rude, especially if they don't know you as much. But if they realize from them looking at certain things, if they realize that hygiene is one of the problems that you got, they might just walk away without even telling you the real reason why they decided to walk away. So do not take this as a judgmental moment. See it as a constructive criticism. From the time that you're probably going to meet the love of your life, instead of having to deal with the same situation over and over, you could definitely fix that situation from ever having to deal with that problem. So to conclude the first part, bad hygiene is one of the major turnoffs for women. The second one is something that you guys have probably seen all over the place, is when somebody brags too much about money. Anytime, this is one thing I want y'all to understand, anytime we're talking about a grown woman, a woman who's already financially stable, a woman who could take care of herself, the first thing she's going to tell you is, I'm not looking for somebody to take care of me financially. The main reason I want to be in this relationship is because I'm looking for someone to spend the rest of my life with. So whenever you are dating a young lady, you are dating a woman, somebody who already have her stuff together, the one thing you don't want to do is to keep bragging about money. The one thing you don't want to keep flashing is money. You know what I mean? Because some people do not even care about that. Some people, even if they have it like that or they don't even have it, they don't want to be feeling uncomfortable or reminded every day of you having money. This is how you're going to take care of them. This is what you're going to do. This is everything that you're here to provide. A lot of women feel completely uncomfortable about it. And especially if you just started to date the person, they're not going to tell you things like that. They probably not going to call you back, that's for sure. They probably won't answer your text, that's for sure. But the thought of them listening to you talking about money every day is actually a major turnoff. And I know some people probably going to like that. They probably going to like the fact that you are able to provide. They probably going to like the fact that you were able to talk about your money, how you make your money, how you're able to buy things. A lot of people might be okay with that. But if you're talking about a woman who actually want a relationship, they might feel a little bit different about it. If we're talking about somebody who's more trying to build a family, they might feel a little bit uncomfortable about it. Because if you already making it feel like money is the #1 thing within the relationship, at some point the person's going to realize maybe this is not the spot I want to be in. Maybe this is not the person I want to date because we don't have the same mindset. But for me, I'm not looking for just financial stability from a person. I'm looking for something more. I'm looking for love. I'm looking for friendship. I'm looking for relationship. I'm looking for something that I could grow with the person. I'm looking for family. The person might have other orientation, but if you keep flashing your money, talking about money, things that you own, assets and all that, a lot of women might get completely turned off about it. And that's definitely something you should pay attention to. The third one is something that I've seen men do almost every day, is bragging about their sex. It's bragging about how good they are in bed. It's bragging about how bad they already to put it on you. And come to find out, the bragging they've been doing is to brag about bad sex. If there's one thing a lot of women hate the most, if there's one thing that could turn a woman off completely, is to brag about something and when they finally tested to realize this was the worst sexual experience ever. Yes, there's one thing to say all those good things about how you're ready to give it to her, and there's another thing for when you finally get a chance to actually give it to her and you didn't give her nothing, or the time that you did is just like, so you talked about all this but you couldn't even keep up. What was this all about? What's the real deal? Why you were talking all this but you were not able to provide anything that you were talking about? And that's a common situation. A woman could feel comfortable opening themselves to you, and when they find out all the things that you were talking about were completely wrong, were not true, were just a bunch of lies, this could be a complete turnoff. So fellas, bragging about bad sex is one of the major turnoff for women. And I'm saying this in the most constructive way ever. Bragging about it, and when they finally taste it to realize this was the worst sexual experience ever, that is definitely gonna put a dent within that entire dating process. And some people might not just leave you yet. Some people might probably see, maybe let's try it for the second time. Maybe let's try it for the third time. Let's see if this person could actually catch up to all the things that they were saying. And when they realize that you're definitely not what you've been bragging about yourself to be, they'll just walk away. Some people are not even gonna tell you why they don't want to be in a relationship anymore. Some people might not even tell you why they don't want to talk to you anymore. They're just gonna walk away. You're just gonna realize that they're not responding your text. You're just gonna realize that they're not calling you, and when you call them, you go straight to voicemail. Some people are like that. And the craziest thing about it is worse to be setting expectations, good expectations, but you cannot deliver. That's the problem. You keep talking about all the things that you're ready to do to that person, all the things that you say that you're gonna do to that person, all the things that you're putting in this person's head, and from the time that they're ready to have you do those things, for you to just like blah. That could definitely be difficult for somebody to even want to continue a relationship with you. That could be difficult for somebody to even want to continue talking to you, especially after you've been bragging about the wrong things. So bragging about sex is something that people should stop doing in general. Stop doing it. Stop talking about it. Just wait when it's your time and trying to find the best way to satisfy the person. Trying to find the best way to satisfy each other, to the point where you don't start to feel some type of way yourself by not delivering the things that you've been saying you were capable of delivering. So yeah, for number 3, bragging about bad sex is one of the major turnoffs for women. Number 4 is one of the things that you do not want to do whatsoever. And that thing is, stop comparing and talking to your new girlfriend about your ex-girlfriend. Yes, a lot of folks find it okay to talk about things like that to their new girlfriend. And there's a difference. There's a difference between talking about it just to talk about it. There's a difference when you're just joking about it. But when you start catching feelings every time you bring your ex up, this is a real problem. Stop comparing your new girlfriend, saying that, oh yeah, my ex used to act just the way you're acting. This is a no-no. If you really want that relationship to shine, you're gonna need to really change the whole thing. You're gonna really need to stop comparing your new girlfriend to your ex-girlfriend. A lot of women do not take this well. And of course, when you really think about it, it's kind of weird for you to be in a relationship with a new person. And it's not just about women. It's weird to be in a new relationship, but you're still living the past. It's weird to be doing that. It's almost like you are not even ready to be in a new relationship. What would be the reason why you'll be sitting with a new person where you are supposed to be building new memories, but you're still stuck with what happened in the past? How exactly you think that would make somebody feel? It's like, yeah, I'm new here. I'm here to change your life. I'm here to build a family with you. I'm here to bring you something different, something you've probably never tasted before, something I know only me is going to be able to provide it to you. But every step of the way, you keep reminding me, you keep talking about your ex like you still want to be in a relationship with your ex, like you are not over your ex, like you are still thinking there is a chance that you could get back in a relationship with your ex. Anytime you start to talk about things like that with your person, with your woman, this is a complete turnoff. This could be one of the reasons why the person might decide to walk away. And like I said, there's a difference between being open in your relationship and there's a difference between you always talking about something in a sense where you are not done with that relationship completely. So fellas, unless you don't even want the relationship, you could continue to talk about it. But if you really want this person that you're with right now to stay with you, my suggestion is for you to stop talking about your ex. My advice is for you to stop comparing your new relationship, your new girlfriend to your ex. You're gonna need to stop doing that. If you really think this person is someone new, if you really think there's a chance for you to make something better of this new relationship, you're gonna have to stop comparing. You're gonna have to stop talking about your ex. Because regardless of how you want to put it, if you so much want to live in the past, I think it would be best for you to stay in the past and let that person go. You don't want to be in a relationship acting like you want to be in a relationship, but in reality want to still be with your ex. If this is your current situation, know this is one of the major turnoffs for women. And that's something you should definitely think about. The fourth and final one is something, it's not just women, it's basically everybody. A lot of women have actually pointed out, especially within the time that they are trying to get to know someone, this could actually be one of the turnoff that could keep them from ever wanting to see that person again. And that thing is when a guy thinks he knows it all. Yes. A lot of women do not appreciate that at all. It's almost like the person is always trying to compete with the things that you're saying. It's almost like the person do not want to hear any ideas. It's like you telling them something, they never really see the things that you are saying because what they are saying is the best one. Anytime you're in the middle of a conversation with a person, anything that you ought to say is not visible to them. It's like, oh yeah, you said that, but mine is better. Oh yeah, you said that, but I already knew this. But yeah, you said to do it this way, but I already have another way to do it. It's almost like there's always a competition to stay on the spotlight. It's almost like the person is always competing with you for some unknown reasons. And this is one thing, not just for women, that could definitely irritate anybody. It's like, yeah, every time we talk about something, you always have something else to say. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm sick. Oh, I'm sick too. Yes, I went to the gym. I did a good workout. Yeah, I did a good workout too. It's almost like, yo, like, are we trying to be in a relationship together or is it a competition? Is it a tournament? What is it that we are doing? And I know some people just can't help it. They can't help to talk about themselves. They can't help themselves to trying to be and stay in the spotlight. But the one thing they fail to realize is that this is a real turnoff. Like, imagine you being with somebody who just knows it all. It's like, I know everything. I'm able to talk about anything. Everything that I say is good. Everything I say is true. Everything I say is the right thing to say. Whatever you say is not good enough. Think about that type of behavior. Saying that you want to be in a relationship with somebody like that. Saying that you are trying to be in a relationship with somebody like that. You will never win any argument. Everything about that person is going to be just about them. It's going to be things like, yeah, you know that I cheated, but you are the reason why I cheated. You forced me to cheat. So therefore, I'm not the cheater, you are the cheater. Imagine you having to constantly deal with something like that. Imagine you going through that entire process. Imagine you having to deal with something like that every day, right? Tiring. That's all I'm saying, tiring. And yes, just to talk about it, just to think about it, this could be very annoying. That's basically for anybody. And I know if you are dating somebody like that, it's definitely going to be tiring to be dealing with something like that every day. And that's why it's such a major turnoff. It's because a relationship is more of a partnership. If you are not together to build each other, if you are not together to understand each other, if you are not together to compete with the world, not with each other, there is basically no need to even be in that relationship. If being with each other is a complete competition where we'll always have to fight against what the other person is saying just to see who's gonna be right, because the person that you're with is always trying to compete with you for whatever reason, this could be one of the major turnoffs within the entire dating process. With that being said, this concludes today's video. 5 major turnoffs for women. I'm definitely going to put together 5 major turnoffs for men, trying to balance the entire situation. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video to the fullest. If I've missed something in the process, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.